Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anu and I am your psychic tarot reader. This reading is going to be for my couples or those in a relationship, situationship. If you are connected to another person, this is your Valentine's reading. If you are single and looking, there is a separate reading for that. I'll pick a card for singles. Look who's coming towards you. So, choose whichever one you want. But this is my intention here, is to look at the relationship health for people who are already in a connection. Could be a new connection, could be a very long-term connection, could be a marriage, whatever that may be. That's what we'll be looking for. So go ahead and pick a pile. Pile 1, which is the Ostara Tarot with these green beads right here. So that's number 1. Or pile 2 with the Light Seers Tarot and these pink beads. Or pile 3 with the red beads right here, where we're going to be using After Tarot. All right, so go ahead and make a pick and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 1. This is for those of you who chose the Ostara Tarot or the green beads. So I'm just going to place them over here and we'll get right into it. Now, this is what I call a relationship wheel. If you haven't seen this before, don't worry, I'll walk you through the placements of the cards. So the bottom of the deck, quite a few popped out for you guys as I was looking through. This I use as the shared energy between the two of you. So let's see what we have. We have the Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Fool, Death, and Five of Cups. So what I see right here, right off the bat, there's a very positive emotional connection over here. So the Two of Cups is, of course, like the minor arcana of the lovers. So that's here with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. The Fool is, again, taking a leap of faith, getting on to a journey together. And here we see some resurrections of the relationship overall, or overall what I see is you probably have been together for a while. This is, and by a while I mean, what I see here, this is not like just a very, very fresh connection that we're looking at here. And if that's the case, I'd recommend maybe pick another pile. And sometimes you can be drawn to multiples. So see as you see fit. This is a general reading, but I see this is a connection where you've gone through the journey of life. There have been quite a few ups and downs, but there's a very strong connection between the two of you, emotionally speaking, or being there for each other, which really comes forward with the Two of Cups. So let's see what we have, how you're showing up. I'm going to use the first card here as a leader card that represents you. For me, and then I'll get to them over here, but feel free to reverse the roles as it may fit your situation. All right, so let's see how you're showing up currently. Oh, that's beautiful. You're showing up as the Four of Wands. Okay, this is the happy family, nice and cozy with your person. There may be kids involved, or if not, that is something you may be thinking about, or this is something that appeals to you, or the notion of having like a lovely home and family. Clarified by the Lover. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so I said the major or minor arcana of the Lovers is the Two of Cups, and in the persona you're showing up as the Lover, and in this placement we take the light attributes, which is great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So you're definitely showing up as someone who has very healthy open heart chakra, a very loving person, and also a very cozy home family oriented person. That's how your energy is showing up. So this card represents the relationship. Oh, beautiful. I love this. Ten of Cups. Okay, this is again ultimate wish fulfillment. This is the happily ever after. And this artwork here, they're kind of a little bit blindfolded, which means that they know each other so well, they don't really need to look with the 3D eyes, right? So this is a very good connection, a lot of happiness and fulfillment. Again, the happy home card that's showing up as, this is how the relationship is showing up. So this one here is like how you see them, how you see your person. And we have the Ace of Swords, so probably somebody very truthful. For Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. So you see them as a very truthful person who would probably never hide anything from you. They're very honest, very truthful. And it's clarified by the networker, where the light attributes are: they enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So they may be somebody who is actually, they may also like thoughts are represented by swords. So they may deal with a lot of data, with a lot of information, or they may genuinely be a person who works with a lot of different people and helps them identify the truth, sift through data, sift through information. Could also be on the social aspect, the social networking aspect as well. But this is how you see them, as somebody who is, you know, always truthful, be it to you or to others, and uses information very honestly. Interesting. So let's see how they're showing up. And then two of these popped out. Usually I draw one card, but then when multiples come, I do take them. When I do this. Wow, they are showing up as the Emperor, Major Arcana, okay? And in this deck, you'll see, if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite, there the Emperor is usually a very grumpy person, but in this deck, it's a very different visualization, where this is somebody who's conquered a lot, who has, you know, really achieved a lot in their life, and of course, you know, is the King of Kings. But this is a very humble emperor, okay? The tattoos or the body art represent the experiences they've had in life, and with their vision, they're thinking of what to create next, but in a very positive manner. They're not somebody like a dominating type of emperor. They're just like very wise, very elevated. That's how they're showing up. Let's see what they're clarified by. Clarified by the priest and the detective. Very, very interesting. So the detective is, again, it's more about information. So great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out truth. So truth is showing up again and again. Intuition. So know that the sword also sometimes speaks to third eye. So that's where the intuition comes from. So somebody who will find and, you know, observe the truth and really go for it. And with the priest, it's really somebody who facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So again, the truth comes out, right, with both of these cards. So I feel they're a very honest, humble person, but also pretty mature and further out in their life's journey. So quite a mature personality that's showing up over here in your person. Okay, so let's see how they see you. You saw them as a very truthful person here, never holding back. How do they see you? They see you as 9 of Wands. So I got the sense that you've been together for a while, and I think you have a 9 of Swords here as well. You may have gone through quite a few ups and downs in your connection or in your life overall, if you've been together for a long time. They still see you a little bit guarded. So, you know, you do have a boundary around you. Probably that's why they're trying to break through, is what I see here. But this is how they see you currently. It's like there's a lot beneath the surface. There is a sense of wounded warrior that comes from you for them, okay? Again, so this is, again, not in a negative sense, but they do see how much effort you've put into it, and you do appear like that a little bit. And that's clarified by the beggar. So again, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So now the positive side here on the beggar is actually somebody who's very independent, right? So holding their ground, taking care of themselves, and really following, showing a lot of compassion no matter the circumstance. So they definitely see that attribute of yours, which is really, really nice to see. But there may be some elements that you may carry from the past that show you a little bit wounded or guarded in the current time, whenever you're seeing this. So let's look at your fears. Your fears, you have the Empress. Okay, before we even get into it, we have the Empress and the Emperor at the table right now. It's usually, I take it as a reader as a very strong signal, no matter what the placements of the cards, that this is a very divinely guided partnership. Now, I can't say if this is a karmic or if this is lifelong, but there is a very true connection, a very complementary connection here with both the major arcanas showing up. So this is divine partners right here. Just wanted to throw that out there, and we'll see the other cards, but these two showing up with the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, with the Lovers, and with the Ten of Cups. I see this as some of you may be married already. So let's see. Your fears, you have the Empress clarified by the Vampire. So and the shadow side of the Vampire is depleting others of your psychics for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. So this is very interesting to me when this is showing up in the fears, because the Empress is somebody who creates, right? But the Vampire is, the shadow attribute is somebody who's codependent. So when these show up in the fear section, it almost feels like it's mirroring this energy over here with the Nine of Wands, that there is a perception that they may be too reliant on you, or that you may have to carry the load for the relationship in certain situations, and they might be too dependent on you, or they may be in the past, they may be right now, or you may fear that could be a situation in the future, because the Empress is a very strong card of creation and holding and seeing things through, but showing up with the shadow side here, it's really talking about codependency. So that may be in your fear, like, they're truthful, they're really solid, but would they be the same if they did not have your support? Like, you may be pulling quite a bit of weight here, or you may feel that way, especially with, and this seems like a common sense between the two of you, but let's see what else we have. So what's in their fears? They have the Seven of Wands. This is, again, a little bit of an energy of exhaustion, an energy of contemplation, having to, like, look in this deck, like how this person has to go from one step, another, and climb all the way up. And this thing kind of becomes a point of pretty similar to the Nine of Wands, where there's a sense of exhaustion. So their fear is either they or you may be fatigued by all the ups and downs that you guys have seen together. And it's clarified by the Mediator, so the shadow attribute being negotiating with an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So again, this is like, if you look at it, the term is mediator, but we are looking at the shadow side because it's in the fears, and which is like, okay, are we over mediating? Are we putting covers on some of the problems? And the sense I'm getting here is like, there's probably some of the past experience that still are present in both your energies, and it may really help with the conversation, with the Swords energy coming out a little bit more. That could really help just dissolve the stuff here, because it's a very strong connection, but it has these minor fatigue elements or dependency, so to speak. So in terms of the external influences or factors that may be affecting how you are in the connection, this Temperance is showing up. So Temperance is, again, as above, so below. So it is actually a very good influence, because there is harmony around you. Things do balance out, or they will balance out. This is again a major arcana. One of you may have fire, like Sag, in your charts. That's possible. That's what I'm seeing here, and I'm trying to look for other signs as well. But the good thing here is, like, there aren't really any detrimental external factors to affect this connection. This is completely you guys working together and making this beautiful connection over here. So let's see what's in the outcome, and 3 cards flipped out, and I just wanted to take them all. So we have the World, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Six of Cups. Again, Six of Cups to me is a past life connection card. Okay, I don't read this as exes, but I read and I believe in past life connection. So if you don't believe in that, you can take this as a very, very mutually connected relationship where you feel like you can be your best friends, each other's best friends. But this to me looks like a past life relationship, planting a very solid seed together, which will not only lead to this planned growth. So you may have planned a few things along the way, that's definitely going to grow, but from that working together, you'll also see a lot of organic growth in your garden of life, so to speak. So very good card to have in a relationship, because it talks about a very solid foundation. And then you have another major arcana, which is the World. It is like ending old cycles. So whatever stress there has been here from the past, this stress, it has got to end, and it's not a big deal. It's gonna be very easy for you given the strong connection that you have. So let's see what's clarified. There you go. Alchemist. It's clarified by the alchemist. Alchemist is the it's similar to the magician in traditional tarot. So again, the light attribute is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So together you can transform any issues together into something really powerful. And the shadow attribute is misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So again, what we want to do more of is focus on the light attribute when we're trying to work together on a relationship. But this looks like magician. Anything is possible. You can take it in any direction. But I really see it as a very, very strong, solid foundation, which is ending old cycles and beginning new. You have all the elements for that. So let's get you, I have a couple, actually 3 other things. Let's get you romance angels and then advice from animal spirit and a little bit of a magic card. So let's see what we have. Wow. Okay, the first one out, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So again, if there are some control issues, let go of them, talk through them, or just like forget it. It's all in your head. Because look at the second card here. It's soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I was getting that feeling quite strongly over here with the 10 of Cups, with the 4 of Wands, the lover, the pair showing up here together, and then also the world, but this one here as well, the 2 of Cups. So there are quite a few of these soulmate cards that we have over here. So take it as it fits. Let's see what our animal spirit guides have to say. We have a rebirth is assured, number 5. And this kind of tells me a few different things. So 5 is also about changes. So it relates to the world card over here for me, which is like ending of the old cycles and beginning of something new. So there is a rebirth coming. 5 is changes. And somehow it also like, because it's the bat, it gives me the feeling of the hangman, which talks or which tells us to like take a different perspective and just look at it in a different way. You probably just, both of you are stressing over things which are not that big at all. And then we have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. I really, really like this. And this, again, boils down to A4. If we add it up, it reduces to A4. And I just realized this. Look at these 2 cards. Look at these 2 cards. It's pretty much the same. The rabbit with the babies over here, the rabbits with the baby over here. So it's possible that you may be contemplating starting a family, or if you already have a family, a blended family, or if you already have children, then thinking through how to balance it more and bring more harmony in it. That's definitely coming. Like I see kids over here. Could be pets as well. Okay, so take it as it fits. And then you have self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. So both of you need to do that. And then you have earth. So ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So if there is any stress over here, grounding would be good. You could just like, this grounding can be done in many ways. My favorite way is just cooking, believe it or not, chopping vegetables, cooking in the kitchen, definitely, connecting with the earth, taking a walk, gardening, just trimming some flowers, whatever that is, just touching natural elements is going to help you ground, because this is coming out as the element of earth. That would help you ground through the situation. So there you have it, group 1. Please drop me a comment if you resonate with the reading. Do like, subscribe, share, and every click helps. It is Valentine's Day, so I hope you share the love with me by just, sharing or commenting below. With that, I wish you much love and light, and I will see you next time around. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Take care, guys. Bye. Hi, group 2. This is for those of you who chose the pink beads or the Light Seers Tarot. So let's see what this connection is looking like. Again, I'd call this a relationship wheel. I'll walk you through each of the positions if you haven't seen this before. Welcome. And I take the leader card as your energy, and then with their energy coming forward later in the spread. But feel free to reverse them or flip-flop the energies, as this is a general, so sometimes the energies can be reversed as well. So let's get started. First, we'll look at the bottom of the deck, and usually I draw 3 to 5 cards. And this is more of the shared energy, how I see both of you appearing in this connection, okay? So we have the 3 of Swords, the Devil, the Magician, 5 of Wands, and Page of Cups. So I see, and with the 2 major, this is a very good progression from the Devil to the Magician. I see that you may have gone through some disappointments in the past, which may have kind of led you through a phase of having self-doubts and not feeling worthy or deserving of love. But then you came out strong with, really stepping into your manifesting power. 5 of Wands can also be a dating card, right? Getting out there and starting to date again, dealing with the competition. And then coming into this beautiful Page of Cups energy, right? Which is more about being hopeful, being a little bit dreamy, beautiful, just more operating from our heart. Our heart space here, so really opening up our heart. So this could be the common elements for both of you. Let's see if let's see if this is a very long-term relationship, like in the sense when you're watching this, if you've been in a connection long-term, or this is something new. Let's see what the cards say. So this represents you. This is how you're showing up in this connection. Wow, look at that. The 10 of Cups. That is absolutely gorgeous. This is really the happily ever after, feeling completely, happy in a connection. Like this person is the one, and you're in this energy of like, you may also have children, or it could be a blended family, or you may be somebody who wants to have a family together with this person, but in a very content and positive energy. Wow, you're showing up really, really beautiful here. And then this is clarified by the child magical, which is beautiful because, the light attributes are seeing the potential of, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Look at that. I like you. Look at that. Your energy. It's so positive. Really beautiful. So this card here, it represents the connection. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. And again, I shuffle and draw the cards. I don't always look at them. So we'll see what the cards come out next. But this, regardless of whether this is a new relationship, and if it's a new connection, the Ace of Pentacles really represents a very solid connection, a very good offer, so to speak, and it's the most fertile seed that takes root, right, and that grows. It has a lot of potential of growth. So that could be for those of you for whom this is a new connection. If this is a let's say not a new connection, or you've been together for a heartbeat, this is again talking about this is a solid connection. The Pentacles are very earthy, they're very 3D oriented, they have sustenance. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing, a very, very solid connection regardless of whether it's new or not. This is how you see them. Okay, this is how you see your person. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Again, you see them as somebody who's very diligent, who's very hardworking. I also get that, like, there's a sense of pride in, how do I put this? It's like you're proud of them. You're proud of what they do for their profession or whatever they are, if they're an entrepreneur or if in their regular job, doesn't matter. You are very proud of them, but at the same time, I'm getting the hint of you may sometimes feel that they are overly focused on work. Let's see what else comes up. But this is really like somebody who's very hardworking, who enjoys their craft, but may have a tendency to get lost in it. So that may be for some of you. Let's see, it's clarified by the King. They're the King, you're the Queen. All right. This is talking about enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your chart. So this is like, it's almost looking like a King of Pentacles to me. So somebody, again, goes very well with this. somebody very solid, established in their life. They can take care of themselves, very hardworking, very professional. And with the king showing up, they may be in a leadership position, or they just exude that aura of leadership. Somebody very solid, I would say. Good catch here. But I'm curious if this shows up anywhere as workaholism. So we'll see how that goes. This represents them, or their energy, this connection, okay? Ace of Wands, wow, look at that. For some of you, like your person, this person may also have very strong intuition with the way the third eye is really lit up in this card. Usually you don't see Ace of Wands in this representation, but I feel they may be quite intuitive. I'm just getting that. Or they may be into meditation, or you know, the mystic arts, or maybe similar to you, they may like tarot, astrology, meditation. They might be into meditation. But somebody who is very intelligent, and they're also very creative. With the Ace of Wands, they get quite a few creative ideas, and they show a lot of passion towards those. So let's see. Ooh, I like this. So this is clarified by the Thief, where we leave the light attributes on this side of the wheel, which is sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So to me, it's almost like they're going to steal your heart, or they've already stolen your heart, honestly. But as I said, with these three together, the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Thief, it's really talking about they have an eye for, they have a sort of like, they may be a little bit visionary, okay? Could also be a little bit dreamy, but they're somebody who sees the potential in things, in ideas, but also in people. That's how they're showing up in this connection. So, all right, so let's see. How do they see you? Okay, how do they see you? Wow. Oh, wait. Didn't I say king and queen? Okay, we have the king. You see them as the king, and they see you as the queen. How beautiful is that? Perfect match. So the Queen of Cups is really somebody very generous, right? So they see you as somebody who's emotionally mature, who can handle their emotions. Again, male, female, I don't know who's watching. This is not gender specific. But the Queen is somebody who operates from their heart chakra. She is very generous, or they are very generous, and they see you like that. And you also have the Ten of Cups showing. So you definitely, like, your heart chakra is really lit up. And I think their higher chakras are really lit up. So let's see what's this clarified by. It's clarified by child nature. Didn't you have a child here as well? Yeah, you have child magical. That's how you're showing up, and they see you as child nature. So again, somebody very intuitive, very open from their heart space, connected to nature. You may have pets, or you may like pets, or even kids. I also read this as kids, and I had that kids or animals or pets feeling there. So they see you as somebody who is very kind and generous and happy person, who's also very connected to other beings, be it animal kingdom, be it plants, be it nature, or even be it kids in general. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's get into fears. We ready? All right, so this is going to represent your fears in the connection. So you have the Seven of Cups. So this is about your fears, you know, towards them or from them. This is how I read it. And this seems like you may have some fears of, you know, seeing them as like, this is interesting, because when we're getting like a little bit of the dreamy energy here with these two, the fear shows up as a delusion. You may feel they probably have way too many ideas, and they may have trouble focusing on just one. So it could give us a sense of like, are they confused? Can they focus? Can they commit? That type of fear is what is showing up here to me. For me, it's like really more confusion. There are too many options going on in their head. Again, at a very 3D level, sometimes it can be like, oh, do they have other people as options? But that's not the sense I'm getting here. The sense I'm getting here is more in direction in life, in the ideas that to execute on. They may sometimes be a little flip-floppy. They may jump from one goal to another, and that may be in your fears, like, okay, can they focus and be steady on things? So let's see what this is clarified by. So we have the Messiah, and the side we read the shadow aspect of the archetype. So we have the Messiah and the Avenger. And the Messiah says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Okay, and then we have Avenger. It says resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So what I'm thinking, and how we were talking about here with the Ace of Cups and the King and the Eight of Pentacles, they may overinvest in, be it work, be it initiatives, be it social causes, or any community work that they go after, and then they may actually get lost in it. They may feel like this can't move forward without them, like with the Avenger and Messiah. The shadow aspect is like things can't move forward without them, but then they may have so much on their plate that they keep jumping from one thing to another, right? So that's what I'm seeing showing up in your fears. Like you may see them as a little bit scattered and hard to focus on one thing. Let's see what their fears are towards you. This is interesting. So 9 of Wands, which is very interesting because overall there's such a positive aspect to you. Let's see what was at the bottom of the deck one more time. Yeah, maybe their fear is more around that these past experiences may still be present in you to a certain extent, because of which you may appear as, this is like the card is called as a wounded warrior, right? So you may sometimes appear as you do have a little bit of a protective boundary around you still, and their fear may be like, would they be able to break that? Would they be able to penetrate that? Let's see what's clarifying this. We have the Damsel. So, the shadow aspect is again like waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. To me, this is like really, it goes quite well if you think about it, because, there is a wall up. This is how they see, okay, this is their fears, that there is a wall up, but there's also a desire to be rescued. So can they be that person to rescue you from all of this, right? That's what is showing up in their fear. It's very sweet. It's a very sweet fear, I would say, if there's such a thing. So let's see if there are any external influences. So we have Knight of Pentacles. And again, this is generally an energy of slow down. This could literally be the current macro environment that we're in with the pandemic, where it's hard to follow up, it's hard to stay connected, it's just like social distancing. It's just the pace is just not the same. So, and I'm not talking about like you guys having to be away from each other, but this is more about what else can we do. Things are really moving slowly right now. So this may feel like sometimes it causes a little bit of a slowdown in the connection as well. But this is nothing like, this is not an actual person. I don't see this as a person's energy. This is literally just the environment and the circumstances that we're in right now. Which is a passing energy. So let's see what we have in the likely or possible outcome. Wow, look at that. Look at this jump from the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands. This is a super slow energy. And look at this. This is firecracker. This is literally firecracker all over it. This looks like, there is definitely, things are going to pick up if they haven't already. Steaming up, picking up, a lot of communication, a lot of connection. Maybe a lot happening as well. I would just watch out for, this is a very, very fast moving energy, can also sometimes mean travel. So if you guys are in the future planning to travel together, this could be that as well. But generally, sometimes this energy can be a bit overwhelming because there's so much happening. There's just so much excitement on all ends. So let me just see, what is this clarified by? This is clarified by dilettante, and here we read both the aspects generally. So the light attributes are delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits, and the shadow is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So the gist here is slightly similar to the Eight of Wands, that just watch out that you're not doing things just for the sake of doing them. So this the gist is like there's a lot of interest in beauty and creating things together, but there may not be enough depth. Okay, so pay attention to not just do things for the sake of it, that they may look good on the surface. So this is just cautioning against, when things move so fast, they may feel a little bit superficial. So just watch out for that energy. But overall, very, very strong chemistry, literally like firecrackers is what I see over here. So let's get you some romance angels. We'll also do a couple of these animal spirit advice and the making magic advice. Let's see what we have here. Okay. The first one is free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. So again, this could be for you, for them, or for both of you, but definitely there might be some energies, and this again, feel free to make this vice versa, but there are some boundaries here. So it's time to take back control of your life. And actually you've done that. Didn't you have the devil here? Yeah, you've taken back control. You've stepped into the magician energy. So keep doing that. Free yourself from any old mindsets that you may have. And then you have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. Again, I don't read this literally as religion. For some of you, it could be a possibility that literally that, there is a difference in your religious beliefs or backgrounds, right? A lot of the times it's more about what religion you grew up with, and that may be different. So sometimes the external factors become more of a big deal than your direct connection. But for others of you, this could be you being from different countries, different cultural backgrounds, different socioeconomic, whatever tiers you want to think. I don't want to go with the labels in that sense, but your upbringing may be different from each of you. Like your families may be different, and because of that, you may feel a little restricted in moving forward in the relationship. So it's time to like free yourself of that and let go of those things. So let's see what animal spirit guides we have. Starfish spirit, number 59, open to infinite possibilities. See, you don't have to bind yourself in any of these old expectations. This also boils down to a 5. 5 is a number of change, so things have a great possibility of changing and getting better. This is what I'm getting from the starfish. And then we have deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. Wow, look at that. This again, I feel like, honestly, I feel like this is your energy. With the 10 of cups and all the cups that I'm seeing here in your energy, this literally seems to me like your personal energy anyway. So keep tapping into that if you resonate with that. And let's get you have 2 magic cards. So okay, successful career. Oh, okay. So we have the first one here is successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. That's a a good fun card to have. A good message here. Could be for you, could be for them, could be for both of you. We do have pentacles here, so could be coming your way or their way. And then we have air. Work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. So when the air is the sword element, which is about communications. So again, if you have any of these doubts, the best way is obviously to talk through them, to communicate through them. And in very literal sense, so talking is air, all right, that's what it is. And in a very literal sense, also you could do like doing any breathing exercising, going out for a walk, anything to do with air. Just open your windows, freshen up the house, where we are just getting that element, or facing, having some air on your face, whatever that may be. That's also help you kind of break from these if you have any of those notions in your psyche. All right, if you like the messages, show me some love as well this Valentine's. Drop me a like, share, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I would love to hear how this resonates with your connection. With that, I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. Much love and light, and I will see you next time around. Bye. Hi group 3, this is for those of you who chose the red beads or the Ostara Tarot, the After Tarot. I'm just going to put this here and we'll get right into it. Again, this is what I call this the relationship wheel. If you haven't seen this reading before, don't worry, I'll walk you through the placements. I read the leader card as your energy, and then we see their energy or person's energy further down. This is a general, so feel free to reverse the roles and flip-flop the energies as it makes sense, okay? So let's get started. Let's see. Red beads, group 3. How are you showing up in this connection? Oh, look at that. 6 of Wands. I really like that. That's a very confident energy, somebody who's victorious, somebody who really enjoys the limelight too, I would say, but is recognized by your peers overall. Oh, wait, okay, excuse me. I'm going to backtrack and I'm going to actually look at the bottom of the deck first. I skipped that. So let's see, this is what I usually draw 3 to 5 cards from the bottom of the deck to see the mutual energy. So let's do that first before we get into this. So I see the Three of Swords, Justice, the Hermit, so 2 major arcanas. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Seven of Cups. So, and again, this is general, so only take pieces that resonate with you. But I see that you, or they, and or both of you, maybe someone who has gone through some disappointments, experiences in life, and it took time to let's say right those wrongs. All right, there could be external factors. Some of you could actually even be divorcee, whatever it is, divorced. Again, I'm not laughing at that, but at my terminology. So some of you may have gone through a breakup, a divorce, or some long-term disappointment in life. Could be career related, which may have led you into being very internally focused. So may have gone into a hermit mode. But what I love from that is like, look at the come out from all of that. Enjoying the simple pleasures of life, connecting with friends and family. The Three of Cups is like a happy, joyous energy, and then coming into Seven of Cups. So this also tells me about opportunities or opening up to opportunities. So we'll see if this is a relatively new connection. Could be, it's possible. These two generally also give me, as a reader, generally I read them as fresh back on the dating scene, or fresh to the dating scene type of energies as well. So opening up, right? Opening up to possibilities and really taking a lighter approach to life, especially when we come out of these heavier energies. So take it as it resonates, but let's move on from that and see. So you are showing up as somebody victorious, somebody very happy, out in the limelight, enjoying the kudos and the recognition that you receive. You may also be somebody who is normally on the popular side in your friend circle. So people look up to you, you're able to make friends very easily. You can connect very easily. Let's see what this is clarified by. It's clarified by the scribe. So the light attribute is preserving knowledge and information. So again, this is generally somebody, in work terms, who is celebrated, who hold a lot of information, or, they have the magic touch. They know exactly what information is needed for what decision. So you could be in one of those roles where you could be in a role where you actually have a lot of access to those type of strategic things to make decisions, and you may be well visible. Okay, but when we see in the connection, you're showing up as somebody who's very confident, and you own, for lack of a better word, you own your sexuality, you own your personality, and you're very confident in that. Very nice. I like this energy. Okay, so let's see how this connection is showing up. We have the Page of Wands. So I want to look at the other cards, but this is fresh energy. This is fresh passion. The Wands talk about desires, talk about the spark in a connection, talk also about a physical connection, right? The chemistry is very important for physical chemistry, and the Salamanders really talk about chemistry and growth and the connection. The Page of Wands is, the pages are usually early on in their journey. So you could be freshly dating, or maybe you were friends and are now starting to open up to the love side of things. That's a possibility. But generally, if that's not the case, if this is a connection that you've been in for a while, for a minute there, this could really mean about there is a very fresh spark. Okay, so that connection, it is the spark is still there, and let's call it that way. If this is a long-standing relationship, if it's new, there's a very good connection overall. So let's see how you see them. Okay, this is how you see them. You see them as the moon. So moon is a major arcana. It represents the sign of Pisces. So they could be Pisces, or they could have a lot of water in their chart. But the way you see them a little bit mysterious. You may also see them as very intuitive. They may sometimes just know what to do or which direction to go, or they may get a lot of intuitive hits. So they could be somebody very, very intuitive and in touch with their feminine side. Again, this is not gender specific, but can sometimes also seem very mysterious as to, like, things are not out in the open. If you look at the lobsters, half in the water, hiding and trying to come out. So there may be an element of mystery to them, or a little bit of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It could be dreamy as well. That's how you see them. Let me see what's clarified by. Wow, yeah. So clarified by the visionary, so capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So you definitely, oh, I don't want to say definitely, it's a general reading, okay. You may see them as somebody who's mysterious, but as I said, also gets these hits or just know what to do, so that they may be quite visionary, or they may be dreamy, more futuristic looking or thinking, and sometimes their ideas may seem pretty large, and maybe sometimes hard to relate because their vision is just so big. But again, you look up to them and you do see, this is a major arcana, so it's again, you look up to them in that sense as well. They may have water in their chart. Let's see. So this is how they're showing up in the connection. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, this is major arcana. So again, they may be at a point in their life where things, let's look at this one more time. Yeah, if they've gone through this journey as well, they may be finally at a time where things are really lining up for them, right? Be it relationships, be it family, friends, work, health and wealth, right? Everything kind of starting to look up. So they may be on, let's say, on a fresh high for life, a very positive perspective, finally realizing they have all the elements to create whatever they want. And they may be beginning to see that now finally the wheel is turning in their favor. This is also the Jupiter card, Jupiter in Aquarius. I wonder if they have Aquarius in their chart, because I know Aquarius is air and I said water. They probably, because this I'm getting very strongly, Jupiter is in Aquarius right now, and with them showing up as the Jupiter, this is the Jupiter card, they are at the verge of expansion in all areas of their life. That's how they're showing up. So I want to see what they're clarified by. They're clarified by the femme fatale, right? Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So we got the feminine message here as well, because the moon is moon is feminine, the sun is masculine, so they definitely are very in touch with their intuition. And with the femme fatale overall, they are, and the Wheel of Fortune, they're pretty attractive, okay? And I don't mean it just in the looks sense. They are in an energy of attracting good things to themselves, so it's a very, very good position that they're in right now. Very good to see that. And they're attracting positive things. Okay, let's see how they see you, okay? Yeah, look at that. This is so beautiful, because you're showing up as a Six of Wands and they see you as a Nine of Pentacles. Somebody who is very confident, who is very self-sufficient, very independent, very sexy, like really on at the top of their game. That's how they see you. Very, very confident. And somebody who takes care of themselves and of their people, right? Whoever they may be, friends, family. And I've worked hard to reach this level. So established person, very confident and very sexy. And clarified by the Destroyer, again, we look at the light attributes, which is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. So again, taking charge. They see you as somebody who will take charge, remove barriers, and really continue to grow in life, and already doing that and literally killing it. That's how they see you. Very nice. So let's get into fears now. And on this side of the wheel, and the fear section, we're going to read the shadow aspect of these archetype cards. Okay, so let's see what are your fears, or what may be your fears. So we have the Five of Pentacles. This, again, is an energy of feeling not being supported by your person in the long run, right? So this kind of may have some elements of past experiences, or may just not. So all the confidence that is there in yourself is very, very strong, but in the connection, there's a little bit of fear of like whether this is too good to be true, whether they're going to be around for the long haul or not. So let's see what clarifies it. And we have the Child Wounded, where the shadow attribute is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resist moving on through forgiveness. So this, again, it does not have to be childhood wounds, but this generally talks about the past wounds, right? No matter what age you had them. For some, it's like childhood pain that carries through. But this is like a sense of, for lack of a better word, abandonment, but not in that, with that gravity. But there is that fear that, is this too good to last? That's what I'm getting over here. And this may be from fears or mindset or experiences, let's call it experiences that we've had in the past. They still have a presence in your energy, right? Let's see their fears. What are their fears in this connection? Wow, you're mirroring each other. They have the Three of Wands. So in this particular deck, I know the Three of Wands is a card of energy of waiting. Okay, waiting, waiting, waiting. Having Two of Wands is where you take the action, and Three is where you wait. But in this deck, this really talks about you have to let something go in order for it to receive. So there is a fleeting feeling here. They also may feel that, are you going to stick around or are you going to fly away? That's the message I'm getting here. I just want to see what the clarifier is. And we have child orphan, okay, where it says feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So again, they have similar fears to you, and I'm not surprised because of the underlying energies that I was reading here, that both of you may feel that the other person may just up and leave or may not be committed in the long run. So it's possible it's a newer connection. It's possible for some of you, but again, the spark is there, and you guys like really look up to each other. So these are just some minor fears that you may have to work through. Let's see, what are the external factors or influencing the connection? We have the Page of Cups. So this is very interesting. We have two pages here at the table. Pages are fresher energies, can also be kids. For some of you, this could be a blended family. But the Page of Cups is really talking about the fresh energy, opening up. So I know this has been a little bit of a slow energy overall, but finally there is that light at the end of the tunnel with the cups showing up, that both of your energies are opening up to love, to connection, and not just like work, because you're definitely showing up very strongly on the work end. So that may be coming. You may be slowly opening up. You may feel, both of you may feel like a fish out of water at times, okay? Because it's easier to connect physically or even intellectually, but emotionally is where the work comes in, right? So that's where we may feel a fish out of water when we're trying to slowly open up to the love side of things. So it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful to see, but I think there's so much room to grow in this connection. This is absolutely beautiful. So let's see what we have in the likely outcome. I think I drew one card and I wanted to get clarifies, and then three popped out. So let's see. So you guys had the Devil in the outcome. Now don't get scared. Devil one of you can also be a Capricorn. Devil really talks about stepping into our power, okay? I really do not read this as another person. I read this as ourself, as our psyche. And a lot of times we are the ones who hold ourselves back and nobody else, right? This is our thought process. So the clarifiers that came out here, we have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, both of these, let's talk about the swords first. You guys are tiptoeing around each other. This is not a deceit card. I don't read this as deceit, and especially with these energies around. This is about both of you being a little guarded. You're almost ready to run away at the drop of a hat. Like you have your essentials together with you, right? It's like you have your toiletry bag ready and you're ready to dart out the door. This is because you feel, a little bit blinded and not like your worst critic, right? You're holding yourself back. Both of you are in that energy. It's like, do I go forward? Do I not? Do I go forward? Do I not? And the message here is really like, step into your power, break those chains that are kind of blocking your mind. And this is the money card right here. And by money, I mean the value. This is Eight of Pentacles, but the focus in this deck is really on this here, which is about partnership. So this is a very solid partnership. All you got to do is really break away from these mental barriers that you've created in your head, literally in your head. But this is a very beautiful partnership that will grow over time, right? So let's see what is all this clarified by. We have the Child Divine. How many child cards do we have? 1, 2, and 3. So generally the child archetype in this deck talks about, it's all about balance between responsibility, standing up for yourself, and the other side is dependence, right? So that's the spectrum that we tend to try to balance whenever the child shows up. So in the outcome, when we have the child divine, it talks about innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine. So both of you are very intuitive, and the shadow side is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So those are those mental blocks and feeling that we're not able to take care of ourselves, right? So I feel like I see endless possibilities here, but you got to step into your own power. Like the devil is popping out again, is telling you there are no chains. It is just in your head. So you got to step into your power and build together. So let's get you a few romance angels. I have romance angels, animal, spirit guide messages, and then a little magic for you right there. So let's see what we have here. All right, this could be the one. There you go. Should we just end it here? I think we can. Again, if you like this reading, if you resonate, please show me some love this Valentine's as well. Drop me a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, help me grow and help more people see these. But getting back here to you, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And wowza! And we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So for those of you who are interested in taking it to that level, that is a possibility here. And whatever wedding means to you, right? And then we have Dove Spirit saying be peace, which is the number 21, boils down to a 3. 3 is again about creation, partnership. So we have just, just be at peace. You're in very good energies. Don't let these doubts cloud you at all. And then we have number 7, the Bee Spirit, sweet results await. How beautiful is that? I feel like this is like the Page of Cups energy. Very sweet, a little hesitant, sweet beginnings. That's what I see here. And let's see. Okay, in the magic one, we have time to shine. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So I feel like this is you already with the 6 of Wands. So these are just general. These are not like love related, but I just wanted to get a couple of these magic messages. And then you have prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. This looks like them right here with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this may be a time in your lives, and I know this is going beyond Valentine's, but this may be a time in your life when finally things are turning in the right direction, especially from this. The journey has been amazing. The growth has been amazing. So please drop me a comment and tell me how this relates. I would really love to hear that. With that, I wish you a very happy Valentine's. Much love and light to you. Please subscribe, like, share, comment as you see fit, and I will see you next time around. Bye for now.